Hello, class. The lesson today is proportionals and non-proportional relationships. You have to determine, hey, is this a proportional relationship or is this a non-proportional relationship? I received some problems from one of my good students, and I just kind of wanted to go over them because I felt, hey, a lot of people would be interested in how I do these. And a lot of times you look at these and really they're not quite as hard as you might think. Okay, let's see the first one. They gave you a chart, X and Y, and then they give you values below. So how do you determine if this is proportional? Okay, the way I like to do these, I like to create a third column. Okay, so the third column would actually be X divided by Y or Y divided by X. Either way it works out as long as you stay consistent throughout the whole chart. I like to take the larger number and put it on the smaller number, so I take Y over X and make this third chart Y. Let's get the pen going here. Pen, regular tip. So let's call this Y divided by X. Okay, so the first one is 12 divided by 3. Then the next one is 20 divided by 5. The next one is 8 divided by 2. And the next one is 32 divided by 8. 32 divided by 8. So now let's see what we come out with that. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 32 divided by 8 equals 4. All of these equal the same thing. That tells you this is a proportional relationship. Okay? So proportional. It is proportional. Okay? It is proportional. And that was all there was to that. That was kind of easy, huh? And now let's look at the next one. Truthfully, I feel I have more columns, and just the way the picture came through to me, it didn't come through with everything. So I'm just going to take what I got, okay? And they just spread it out a little different. So we can call one of these an X column and a Y column, okay? So we make our 3 columns. We got an X and we got a Y. Let's write the numbers in here so that way I know which one's going to be the bigger one. Okay, so the first one is 6 is the X and 210 is the Y. 210. Next one is 8 and 210 is the Y. 280 is the Y. Okay, so now let's put Y over X, the bigger number at the top. Okay, so we got 210 divided by 6. Then we got 280 divided by 8. Now we'll work these out in a calculator. And I got it right here. Okay. So we got, goes in 3 with 31, 3.5. The next one, 8 goes in. 3 with a 40 remainder, 3.5. This is proportional. See, with just those two, I was able to determine it is proportional. Now, if they gave you the rest, okay, I'd do all of them just to make sure the third or the fourth one doesn't fall off the chart and, it doesn't prove out to be correct, okay? But that's how I do this one, okay? And that's all there was to that, okay? Let's go up to the next one, okay? Now, same thing. It's time is passed and how much snowfall has come, okay? So let's make our third column, okay? And I'm going to go the bigger number over the top again, okay? So I'll do Y over X, my third column, Y divided by X. So what do we got? We got 10 divided by 2. Then we got 12 divided by 6. Then we got 16 divided by 8. Then we got 5 divided by 2.5. Then we got 14 divided by 7. First one, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Next one, 12 divided by 6 is 2. Next one is 16 divided by 8 is 2. Next one is 2 and 2. But as you see, the first one kind of threw us off, okay? In 2 hours, they had 10 inches of thing. So this is not proportional, okay? It's not. So write not, okay? It's not proportional. The first one threw us off, okay? Everything didn't go out. Okay, let's do the next one, okay? Now, the bigger number happens to be on the x side. So I'd put x over y. Like I said, it doesn't really matter, okay? So we get 6 divided by 2, 9 divided by 3, 24 divided by 8, and 3 divided by 1. First one is 3. Next one is 3. 24 divided by 8 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. This is proportional. Everything matches, so it is. Let's do another one down here. This is candy, okay? And I'm going to have y over x only because I can see the y's are bigger numbers, okay? And that comes out whole instead of fractions. Y over x. And like I said, it doesn't really matter, okay? So we're going to have 10 over 2. 8 over 4. 12 over 6. 16 over 8. 20 over 10. Let's do the math out. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 16 divided by 8 is 2. And 20 divided by 10 is 2. This is proportional. Everything matches. So it is. Now, let's see. Oh, the bottom one, they did a little more trickier, okay? You see what they did here? I don't quite have the whole problem, but I got enough of it, okay? So what I'm going to do, set up my own 3, okay? I'll set up my own 3. So I'm going to call one x, one y. So we'll call this top one x, and we'll call this one y. I haven't determined yet whether the next one's going to be divided, the big one, the little one, or what it's going to be. But let me write these down, what I got. Okay? So the first one I got 2, and the y is 54. Next one, I got a 4, and now I'm missing this one. Okay? So we got to fill in that little blank there. Now the next one, I'm missing this, but I got the 189. The next one, and I got the whole thing on the next one. So I got an 8 and a 216. I got an 8 and a 216. Okay, so what I do first, they gave me 2 of them now. That was a key, you know. They gave me 2. Let's think of what the ratio is, okay? What the ratio is. So on the first one, I'm going to do y over x, okay? Y over x, only because I can see it's a bigger one, okay? So we got 57 divided by 2, okay? So that figures out to be 54. I'm sorry. It says 54, not 57. I wrote a lousy 4 over here. So it's 54 divided by 2 equals 27, okay? Let's do the bottom one now. It's going to be 216 divided by 8. We use the calculator on this one. That figures out to 27 also. So 27 is my magic number. So that means if I take this one in here, right here, this answer is going to be 4 times 27, okay? 4 times 27 is 108. And that's my answer in here to make it all work. So that's going to be 108 over 4. 108 over 4 equals 27. So that works. Now the next one down below, they gave me what the y value was, but not the x. So I already know it would be the x value times 27 would make that. So it's going to be the y value divided by 27 to come up with that. Okay, so I'll use a calculator on that. I come out with 7. And that's, so it's 189 divided by 7 equals 27. So this is proportional, and we solved the missing pieces. And that was all there was to this. They just changed the way they showed it. They showed it on a different type of chart, okay? But you just make your own chart underneath it, and then you fill in your values, okay? Let's go down to the last one, okay? Now this one is amount of candy, okay? Make my own chart. I'm going to take the y over the x because it's bigger, y over x, okay? So we're going to have 10 over 5, 10 over 5, 8 over 4, 12 over 6, 16 over 8, 20 over 10. And each one of these is going to be 2. I can already see this real quick math. Is 2 equals 2 equals 2 equals 2. So right away we know this is proportional because everything matches. And that's all there is to really doing these proportions. You just step back and look and say, hey, what do I got to do? And all you have to do is say, hey, is there a relationship? Does this go up the same amount every single time? And if it does, it's proportional. If it doesn't, it's non-proportional relationship. And that was all there was to it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and remember what I always say is math can be fun. Thank you very much. Have a great day.